Oh, Lily, you shared with me for a second, I think, but then something happened. You're not sharing anymore. When you share, there will be a little menu bar that pops up. It'll either be at the top or the bottom. If you click on more, you will see the option to click on the chat box so it pops up. Okay, it looks like, Lily, you don't need a file called DES248-3 HTML. You need to start with your index page. It already has all of your code there. All you have to do is add your CSS. So you can open your site folder there. You can close that DES248 folder. Just click the little X next to the tab that says DES248. Now, on your, see your tab, what's on your screen now where your code is, look right above your code. You see that tab that says DS248-3.html? Over on your screen, or yes, look at the top of your code, right above line 1. Click that little X on that tab. You need to close that document. Now go over to your Files panel and right-click on top of DS248-3.html. Oh, go to the little icon next to it and right-click. Oh, you don't want to open it. Close that tab again. Click that little X up there. The little X right next to DS248. Right above line 1. See that little X? See the tab that says DS248-3 HTML? Right above line 1. Look right above line 1. Look right above that line. Yeah, that little X. Now go over to your files box where it says DS248. Right click. You left click. You have to right click. Click on another file and then click back on top of DS248 one time. Okay, you see the little drop down box up there at the top of that box? See that little hamburger icon? The horizontal lines at the very top of that box, top right hand corner. See where it says files? Look to the right. Up. Up. Now look to the right. See those little horizontal lines to the right? The far right side of that box. There you go. Go to edit. Go to delete. Oh, you don't have the delete option. Go to file in that drop down menu. Go to delete. There it is. Hit yes. Now double click on the icon next to index.html. You have to double click on the icon. There it goes. Now you have to link your style sheet in here, and then you have to do all the code for your style sheet, plus you have to link your navigation bar. Just like I did on the lecture. You're going to do exactly everything I did in the lecture on Wednesday. Move that so it's back inside your Dreamweaver and it connects again. You pulled your tab out, so it's not connected to Dreamweaver anymore. Pull it back, grab the gray bar and drag it up a little bit so that it will realign itself. Right there. Okay, the first thing you need to do is attach your style sheet. So you're going to put your cursor on line 7. Go up to the top right-hand side of your screen and click where it says Developer, the right-hand side, not the left. And click on Standard. Now, on the right-hand side of your screen, on the CSS Designer tab, you're going to hit the plus sign next to Sources. On the right-hand side, your CSS tab. See where it says CSS Designer? Look in that box and find the one that says Sources and hit the plus sign. Look down below that. Click on CSS Designer again. On the right-hand side of your screen, on that tool menu, click where it says CSS Designer. You had it. You were right there on the right sidebar where it says Files, CSS Library, Insert, CSS Designer. Click the one that says CSS Designer down the sidebar. There you go. Go to CSS Designer. Now, see that plus sign next to Sources? Go to Attach Existing CSS File. Hit Browse. Go to your site root folder and find the CSS file. Scroll down. Right there and hit Open. Click on CSS Styles and hit Open. Hit OK. Now it's connected to your style sheet. So now at the top of that, above that ruler bar, see on the left-hand side, see where it says Source Code in styles.css? Click on styles.css. Now you need to make a couple changes. Hit that X on the top of that box and it'll go away. Where it says header, see the rule that says header on line 12? We need to add an attribute there that makes the text centered. So you're going to put your cursor at the end of line 13, at the end of that attribute, hit your Enter key, and you're going to write the attribute text dash align. When you start typing it, it will pop up and you just choose it. Text, like font, text. See where it says text align? Click on it. And then center and a semicolon. And then you need to set the background color of the header. So you're going to put your cursor back at the end of line 14. You need to add a new attribute. Just hit your Enter key. And you're going to add the back attribute for background color. Keep typing. It'll come up. Keep going. It's background color. Background dash color. And the background color is pound. Do your pound sign. C as in cat. 6. D as in dog. D as in dog. D is in dog, 1. Hit your enter key and put your cursor at the end. You have to add your semicolon. So that does your header. So now put your cursor at the end of line 16 because we need a new rule. Okay, so you have to get rid of the bullet points on your navigation bar. So hit your enter key. And your next rule will be dot style dash nav. See it pop up right there? You can just choose it. Hit your space bar and add a U as in umbrella and an L as in lion. Now you need your curly brackets, like on line 12. There you go. Hit your enter key. And you need a new attribute to take off those bullet points. It's the list style attribute. And you're going to choose none. You have to scroll down in that box, but it's there. Or you can just start typing it out. If you type it in, it'll bring it up. There it is. And a semicolon. Now see on your screen above, your dots are gone now. So that's the end of that rule. So now you're going to put your cursor at the end of line 19 after that curly bracket to do a new rule. Hit your enter key. And now you need to get rid of the underlining and you need to turn the font color a gray color. So you're going to do a dot style nav ULLIA rule. UL space LI space A. Then your curly bracket and hit your enter key. Now to get the underlining off, you have to use the text decoration. And you're going to set it to none. Semicolon. You also need to change the color. So hit your enter key, and to change font color, you just use the color attribute. So at the very top, see where it says color? And the color is pound 2, F is in Frank, 3, 2, 3, A is in apple. Hit your enter key and put your cursor at the end and add the semicolon. No space. Hit your enter key. Now you need to change the text to uppercase. So you're going to use the text transform attribute. Text. Like font, text. You have to start typing before you're going to see anything. Start typing text. And it's not in the list yet, so add your dash and then type a T. There it is. And you're going to choose uppercase. Scroll down in that list, it's there, or type a U. There you go. and add your semicolon. And hit your enter key. You need to choose your font family using the font family attribute. And you're going to set it to Gill Sans. Yes, that one. Add the semicolon at the end. And then that's it for that rule. And now you need to space it out some. So find your curly bracket that goes to that rule and put your cursor after it and hit your enter key. Nope, erase that semicolon, hit your enter key. Now you need to write the rule that will space out your navigation bar. Your navigation bar is between LI tags. So you're going to do a rule that says dot style nav ULLI. Space UL space LI. Curly brackets. Hit your enter key. You're going to set the padding to 8 pixels. Semicolon. Now you have some media. That's it for your header. So now you have to do the stuff for your media queries. So you're going to go down and find the media query that says at media minimum width 768. So scroll down in your CSS rules until you find that rule. Your CSS is what you've just been typing. So you need to scroll down until you find that rule. Scroll down. You have a slider bar on the right. Use it to scroll down until you find your media queries. See where it says tablet view right there? Scroll down a little bit more and you're going to find your media queries. There it is, at media minimum width 768. So we need to add a few rules there. You're missing a few rules. Oh wait, no you're not. Okay, go to the line, end of line 85. Hit your enter key because you need to add a new rule. You need to add a rule for the navigation because it needs to be inline, meaning it needs to be horizontal instead of vertical the way it is right now. So you're going to add a dot style nav. Remember, that's the rule for your navigation. ULLI, curly brackets. Hit your enter key. And you need to set the display to inline block. Nope, inline block. Choose display and then choose inline block. Scroll down, no, it has to be inline block. You have to scroll down in that box until you find it. Semicolon. And then scroll down until you find your desktop view. You need to add a rule within that media query, actually a couple of rules. At line 106, put your cursor at the end of line 106, after that bracket for the HP banner rule. And you need to make a dot style nav rule because you have to float it to the right-hand side of the screen. Nope, after the bracket for that rule. After the curly bracket. On line 107 now. After it, there you go, hit your enter key. You need to do a dot style nav rule. And curly bracket because we're taking the whole nav bar and we're going to push it to the right. Hit your enter key. And you want to do a float right. You're on the wrong line. You should be in between the brackets. Float. And then right. Semicolon. Hit your enter key. And you want to set the margin top to 50 pixels. PX, semicolon. And then put your cursor after that bracket for that rule. So go down to the curly bracket that shows the end to that rule. Hit your, there you go, no, that's the curly bracket for the media rule. There you go, hit your enter key. And now you need to move the logo to the left. So you're gonna do a dot style logo. Curly bracket. Enter key. You're gonna float it to the left. Semicolon. And then you need a header rule. So you're going to go to the end bracket for the dot style nav logo rule and hit your enter key and do a header rule. Curly brackets. Oh, you've got your curly brackets. Hit your enter key. It's text align left. Semicolon. And then put your cursor at the end of line 119. And hit your enter key. And you need to do a dot column rule. Nope, you're at the wrong space. You should be in between brackets. Remember, get rid of that period. Erase that period on line 122. Erase that period. Erase that period. There's a period right there. At the end of line 122, there is a period, a dot. Erase that dot. Now go back up to line 121. Now then, you need to do a dot column rule. So dot COL. Brackets. Hit your enter key. And the display needs to be set to inline. There you go. And then we need to go back up to your HP banner rule. Scroll back up a little bit and find the one that says .HP banner. Oh, you passed it. Line 102. Put your cursor at the end of line 105. Hit your enter key, and you're going to do a clear both attribute. Semicolon. And now we need to set your background color for your body. Scroll up until you find the body rule at the top. Keep going. There's a body rule at the very top. There it is. See that body rule? The background color needs to be corrected. So erase the letters and numbers. You can leave the pound sign. The correct color is 8, 5, B as in Bob, 0, 8, 9. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong color. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong one. Erase that. It's a little lighter than that. It is C as in cat, 6, D as in dog, D as in dog, D as in dog, 1. There you go. That is your assignment. So go to File and go to Save All. Go to your Finder. Your Finder, your 2 little blue faces down on your menu bar that has your Safari app and your applications icon and all of that. It's on the very far left of that menu bar, and it's 2 little blue faces. You need to go to your site root folder, and you're going to zip that site root folder. I can't see your Finder. You only shared your Dreamweaver screen with me, so I can't see everything, so I don't know if you found your Finder or not. You're going to zip the root folder. Your root folder should be on your desktop or whatever. You're going to zip that folder and rename it DES248 Assignment 1, your first name, your last name. And then you're going to do the assessment, which is doing the footer portion. So let me know when you're ready to move on. You can, in your Finder box, there's a little gear icon at the top. It's like a little circle with little spokes around it. You click on it and choose compress. Or I think you can also go to File and go to compress. Yes, you can also click on the folder, your root folder, and go to File and choose Compress. And change the name of it to DES248 Assignment 1, your first name, your last name. Okay, and then back to Dreamweaver. I'm gonna open your index file again. And this time we're gonna take care of the footer. So first thing we're gonna do is link your navigation. So you're gonna find your nav tag. There it is. Now you see all your navigations there. You see the white words that say service, gallery, the crew, contact us. Right below that. See where it says services, gallery? Yes, all of those are your navigation links. Oh, you passed them. Go back up to where it says services in white. Those are your navigation buttons. See that pound sign to the left of services? In your code, see where it's, yes, right there. You're going to replace that pound sign with the file name, services.html, all lowercase. And then you're going to go down to the next one, and you're going to do the same thing, except where it's going to be gallery.html. And the crew will be just crew.html. And then contact us. Lowercase, there you go. .html, not the S, just contact.html will work. Now that links your navigation bar. So now we need to work on your footer. You have to place your social media icons in there. So scroll down until you find your footer tag. Now you see between your footer tags, you have a div class called row and a div class called column. In between, after that first div tag that says row, we need to make another div tag that says column. So you're going to hit your enter key, yes, and you're going to type the exact same thing you see on line 65. Oh, no, look what you're doing. Type the COL. Quotation mark. In the bracket. Nope, same bracket you see on line 65. Hit your enter key. Now you need to insert your first image. So you're going to do the IMG tag. So it's going to be, no, it's going to be just like the div tag, except for it's going to say IMG. So you have to have the bracket, the greater than sign. IMG, no, just IMG instead of div. Space, SRC equals, quotations, hit the browse button. And your first image is supposed to be, I think it's Pinterest. No, your first image is supposed to be Facebook. So scroll through your images file until you find the Facebook icon. Hit open. Now hit your space bar and do your alt tag. No, space, not enter. Space, ALT equals, quotations, just put Facebook icon. Two words, not one. Now, after that quotation mark, you're going to do the closing tag for the image, so a less than sign. And you're going to hit your enter key. And your next image is the Pinterest image. So exactly the same thing you just typed there. Quotations, and then hit browse and find the Pinterest icon. And hit open, and then space, and do your alt tag. Equals, not plus. You forgot your quotation marks. And then your Twitter icon. Hit your enter key and do the one for Twitter. You forgot your quotation marks. There you go. Twitter. There you go. Now, all of your icons are there, but we need to, looking at the PSD mockup, your footer has to be a different color. And everything is supposed to be centered at small size and then right and left at big size. So we need to go into your CSS style sheet and write a few rules. So go up to the top and click on styles.css so we can see that file, the top of your screen. Next to source code, click on styles.css, just like you did earlier. Above your ruler bar, see where it says styles.css? Now then, you need to find your footer rule. There it is. You're going to put your cursor after that last attribute, the background color. Actually, we need to change the background color. So you can erase everything but the pound sign there. And the correct background color is 8, 5, B as in Bob, 0, 8, 9. And put your cursor at the end of that semicolon and hit your enter key because you need to center everything. Oh, no, your cursor needs to be at the end of line 34 and hit your enter key. You need to center everything in the footer. Which attribute do we use to center? Remember what we did in the header? It's text, align, center, semicolon. And then after that footer rule, so at the end of line 36, hit your enter key and you need to turn the text in the footer white. And that paragraph tag had a class on it called .footer text. So dot footer, it's right there. Brackets, hit your enter key. We're going to add some padding and turn the text white. So you can do padding top 25 pixels. No, padding top. You need to be sure you choose the right one when you, there you go, choose padding top. 25 pixels. Hit your enter key and change the text to white. We do that with which attribute? There you go. Nope, that was it. Not text. The other one. We turned your navigation white. Remember, we used the color attribute. Yes, that's correct. And you want to turn it white. You can just type out white. It's a basic color, so you can just type out the word. Not white smoke, just white. Add your semicolon. And then you have to make a footer IMG rule. So footer space IMG. Nope, a new rule. Hit your enter key. There you go. Footer IMG. Brackets. Hit your enter key. And we can set just the padding to 15 pixels. That will do the top, bottom, left, and right in one rule. So just choose padding. Nope, not padding bottom, just padding. "15 pixels, not 25. Semicolon. And then we need to work on your, you have a semicolon in the wrong place. Look at line 32. Now you're missing the semicolon right there. There you go. Now we need to go to your tablet view. Actually, no, your tablet view doesn't need anything. We need to go to your desktop view. Your desktop view is near the bottom in your media queries, and it says desktop view. Keep going. There's the tablet view. There's the desktop view. So we need to add a footer rule. So go down to the bottom after that rule. There should be some more rules there. Keep going. Oh, at the end of the column rule. So up to line 133. 133. 133. Your cursor needs to be at the end of line 133, at the end of that rule there. No, that's the end of the media query. You need to be at the end of the column rule. Hit your enter key. Now you need to do a footer IMG rule. Curly brackets. Hit your enter key. Now your social media icons need to go to the right-hand side of the screen. So we moved your logo to the left-hand side of the screen. Remember how? And we moved the nav to the right. You should be between the brackets. Put your cursor on line 135. Now you need to do the float rule, because you have to float those icons to the right-hand side of the screen. And you also want to set the display to table. And you also want to set the padding for the top to 25 pixels. Now then, we need to do a footer rule after the footer IMG rule. Find the bracket for the end of that rule. Hit your enter key and do a footer rule. Brackets, and you're going to text a line left. Now, does that look correct? So redo it so it's correct. Put your cursor in front of text and hit your enter key. It should be on a different line. Now put your cursor before that bracket at the end and hit your enter key. No, the bracket at the end. At the end of text. See the curly bracket on the end? That should be below it. There you go. Now put your cursor on the next blank line, 142. And you need to do a dot row rule. So dot row, curly bracket, enter key, and set the width to 960 pixels. Not word break. (960 pixels). Now scroll down and get rid of all that empty space between those two brackets. And all of that empty space from line 145 to 150. Now go to File, go to Save All, and then go to File and go to Real-Time Preview. Real-Time Preview. Safari. Now, there's your footer. You're going to scroll down so you can see your footer. I can't see it because you're on Dreamweaver, it's the only thing shared. So you're going to scroll down on your Safari, look at the footer. It's not coming up. Okay, then go into your Finder and find the index, go to your site root folder and double click the index.html file. In your Finder, your two little blue faces. Your Finder is on your bottom menu bar. Find your site root folder and go to the index.html file and double click it. It should open in Safari. Look at the footer, the index.html file. Open up your root folder and find the index.html file and double click it. Did you find it? Go to your menu bar for Zoom, the one that pops up either at the top or the bottom, and click on Share Screen or New Share, and choose Desktop so that I can see your box so I can help you find it. There it is. There's your index page right there. Go to your site root folder. Click on the DES248. There's your index page right there. Double click it and open it up. It should open in Safari. Now, if you look at the footer, your text should be white, and the text itself should be on the left, and your icons on the right. Do you see that? Do a new share with me so I can see your Safari. And make your Safari big as your screen. That's correct. Now go over to the right-hand side of it and scale it back till it's really small. Go to the right-hand side of the screen, all the way over to the right. Your cursor changes. See your cursor turn into a double arrow? Nope, you're not clicking a new tab. Go back up to Lawn Care and Landscaping. Now go to the right-hand side of your screen where your slider bar is. Down, not to that plus sign, below it, to the right-hand side of your screen. See your cursor change? Go above the little slider block. You're not sliding, Billy. You need to scale it so your Safari gets smaller. There you go. Make it small, like cell phone size small. Make it smaller than that, as small as you can get it to go. Now look at your footer. There you go. You're centering and everything is working properly. So now we need to go back to Dreamweaver. You're gonna have to share Dreamweaver with me again. Okay, now click on source code at the top of the ruler bar on the right-hand side. Now then go to File, go to Save All. And then go to File and go to Save As. And you're going to save it as the services. Instead of index, you're going to save it as services. Hit save, and then you have to change the alt tag, the title tag on line 5. You can go into your instructions on the classroom and just copy and paste it, or you can type it out. The alt tag for the services, the title tag for the services page should say Lawn Care Landscaping Services. Lawn care, one word. Landscaping. Services. Save all. And then save as. And this time it's the gallery page. And the titles tag should say Lawn Care Landscaping Gallery instead of Services. And save all. Save as. And this should be crew. And the titles tag should say Meet the Lawn Care Landscaping Crew. Lawn Care Landscaping Crew. Save all. Save as. Contact. And the contact page should say, I have no idea. Contact Lawn Care Landscaping. Save all. Now go back to your Safari where you have the page open. Pull up Safari. You're going to have to share Safari with me again. Click on the Lawn Care tab. Or you may have to go into your Finder and open it again. Open the index page again. Go to your Finder, go to your site root folder, and click on index.html. Now click on the services page. On your navigation bar, right there. Lawn Care Landscaping Services. Click on Gallery. Lawn Care Landscaping Gallery. Click on the crew. Meet the Lawn Care Landscaping crew. Click on Contact Us. Contact Lawn Care Landscaping crew. That's it. You're done. So you're going to zip that folder, your site root folder again, and this time change the name to DES248 Assessment 1, your first name, your last name. You can close all those tabs by clicking on the X's next to each tab. Or just hit close all. And then you're going to zip your site root folder again and rename it for Assessment 1. And then you can turn everything in and you're done.